In the US, results show that the ruling party has shifted from Democrat to Republican. In 2024's election-heavy year, there have been a few surprises and fewer incumbent governments have been fully re-elected. India's BJP lost its majority. France also ended up with a coalition government. Japan, more recently, is looking at a coalition given recent lower house elections. The UK shifted from Conservatives to the Labour Party. In this political environment, the economic policy context has shifted. Governments are now more involved in the economy. Post-pandemic, government spending has risen, and protectionist industrial policies are much more prevalent due to geopolitical tensions. Now, change does bring uncertainty, but it's not necessarily economically harmful. We have to remember that markets welcomed Trump's 2016 win, despite it marking a new political era alongside Brexit. Now, frequent changes of government mean significant policy adjustments, but also opportunities. This election will have lasting global geopolitical and economic effects, particularly around inequality, which remains a pressing issue. Looking ahead, what is the policy platform under a Trump presidency? Trump's first 100 days are likely to include lowering the corporate tax rate to 15% from 21% and extending the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act for personal and business income. Now, tackling immigration is also one of Trump's first priorities. With foreign policy, he's likely to impose across-the-board tariffs on most imports. On US-China relations, I guess, securing strategic independence from China will be very much in focus, alongside with targeted higher tariffs. While Trump does have the power to pass new tariffs, immigration rules, implementing other elements of his promised policy program might be a little bit challenging if Congress is divided. Markets have reacted to Trump's presidential victory, looking at FX markets. The US dollar, Mexican peso, the Chinese yuan will likely be sensitive to election results, amongst others. Treasury yields are also a tad bit higher. We expect to see a Fed rate cut of 25 basis points this week, but beyond November, the Fed will likely be data dependent, given that the recent data does suggest economic resilience, and the Fed does not really need to rush into aggressive rate cuts. Looking ahead, all eyes on the transition period in the coming weeks and months for what happens next.